you said you have to grow physically, but then like when you think about soccer, it's not, physical, like you're hitting someone like hard every time.
Yeah.
More cardio, but then there is, strength still involved. So what did you have to grow from, I guess, a physical standpoint to get better as a player?
Yeah. I mean, for me personally, I had the cardio, a lot. I had a really good cardio, but it was really about, increasing my speed and my strength on the field. And I mean, it's really hard to tell until you're on the field yourself, but just like every mile per hour of speed matters so much, and every like little inch matters getting to a ball. So it's just like improving my speed a little bit, but it wasn't just like speed physically. It was also improving my speed of play and like how I saw the game and playing quicker, because when all these guys are getting bigger and stronger and faster as they grow older, you have to be able to keep up with them on the ball too and outsmart them sometimes. So just learning how to play quicker is something that I've learned really well being in this program.
Yeah, that's like a big mental thing too. I mean, like you mentioned, there's always going to be someone on the pitch who's going to be more, stronger or faster. So it is more mental for like any sport, any athlete. But kind of just like, what's like an underrated part of soccer? Because, like you said, it's mental, but like, is there like something where you have to be really good at it that people really don't think you have to be good at?
I mean, one thing really emphasized in our program is just thinking of the next play and thinking ahead. And I think just knowing what you're going to do before you get the ball is something that's really not noticeable unless you're on the field, but just knowing like the two options you have behind your back or the guy coming. And I think awareness is really important with that. And it's not something you really notice just off the get-go, but it's something that you notice when you're on the field and playing with great players, that they know what's going to happen before it happens.
Yeah. How quick of a decision do you need to make as soon as you get the ball?
I mean, it really depends on the level that you're playing. So as you get into ACC play and the after playoffs, it's really important to almost know what you're doing before you get the ball. Mm-hmm. And that's something that we try to emphasize a lot in practice. And I get caught on a lot for it by coach, but it's something that's really sounds easy to think of, but it's so hard to put into your game.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, do you just like, when you don't have the ball, do you just observe the field and realize I have this option and this option? Or
yeah, it's kind of just about like before you even get the ball, just knowing where the space is and where the other defenders are and seeing where your teammates are and like knowing where they're running. And then just, it's honestly like, it's like nature at that point. You just like have instincts and you just work off those. So
yes, I mean, practice can only help you like so much, I can imagine, right? There's going to be situations in the game where you probably didn't practice it. So how do you, like you mentioned, you've been developing, at Clemson through it, but how do you grow that natural instinct to just be able to say, I haven't seen this, but I know what to do now? Yeah,
I mean, I think that's like the beauty of soccer, is that nothing's planned, and there's plays you can do on set pieces, but in general, it's all just like the player's game, and you do whatever you want to on the field, and it's all free flowing. So, I mean, just practicing any different thing you can, playing different positions, trying new things on the field, and just applying what you have in your knowledge bank to different scenarios on the field is the best you can really do, because you just really have to make it up as you go, and there's no like plays in the game, which makes it so awesome.
Yeah. So did you always know that you wanted to be like a defender, a center back type of role, or did you want to do something different?
So I would say like once I got to a higher level and joined the Sounders Academy, they kind of put me at outside back, and that's where I fit best. And I think there's distinct body types and like natural physical abilities that fit other like certain positions the best. And so having good cardio was something that really helped me be a good outside back and be able to play full games. So I was kind of just like put into that role before I knew it, but I'm glad I was, because the coaches, I guess they knew more about myself than I even knew growing up. And so, I mean, it worked out really well. And I think it's worked out. Yeah, I think it's worked out well. Yeah, I mean,
you're playing at Clemson, so I think it has worked out pretty well for you. Was it like I don't want to say it's an ego thing, but it's like a hard adjustment, because I feel like growing up, you want to be the one scoring all the goals, right? That's what you want to do. You want to be a striker or a winger, because that's with basketball, you want to be the guy that scores all the time. So realizing, hey, I'm going to play more defense, was that like a hard thing for you to swallow?
I never was really scoring too many goals growing up, so it wasn't the hardest adjustment. So if I couldn't score goals, the next best thing was assisting my teammates, and I think just doing whatever I can to help my teammates was the best thing for me to do. So I just found joy in just helping the team in whatever way I could, and it really wasn't that hard of an adjustment once I learned that mindset.